this is the thing we have to understand about that international law, which Mohammed bin Salman declared his belief in and his aqidah in. It doesn't mean anything. It never meant anything. The people who created it have never obeyed those laws. It was designed to keep the Muslim countries and the African countries and the other countries in line and to justify violence against them whenever they want to. Israel has never obeyed any of the international laws. Mm-hmm. They've never abided by any single United Nations resolution or sanction. They just said, we don't care. What are you going to do about it?
That's right.
America publicly said, look, if you try to prosecute our soldiers for war crimes, we're going to arrest you.
Yep.
And we're going to defund the United Nations. We're going to defund this. We're going to defund. And they did start defunding, all the humanitarian aid in Gaza, on a whim. So why should Mohammed bin Salman believe in these laws, which the creators of the laws don't believe in the first place? They were not intended as laws. They weren't intended to be, a source of justice. It was a source of control. It's a method of control for other countries, not to be, give people any recourse for justice when America or Europe or Israel commits crimes.
Well, it's just the same colonial imperialist, just dressed in a very different type of clothing.
Yeah, and it's a false hope, and this is where I think many people, they fall into a mistake when it comes to Palestine as well. People talk about a two-state solution because it seems like it's a tolerant, liberal idea that, look, it's good. Look, we're not trying to say that we want the land. Why shouldn't we want the land? It's our land. It's the Muslim land. It has been, and not only that, if you look to the history, whenever Muslims entered the land, they came bloodless. There was no genocide. In fact, Umar al-Khattab brought Jewish communities to live in Jerusalem after the Romans had kicked them out. The opposite of genocide. They ethnically cleansed the Jews out of the land. Umar brought them back. Every time the Muslims liberated Palestine, there was mercy. There was no bloodshed. There was no genocide. Every time the Crusades come, they were slaughtering everybody. Muslim, Jew, Christian, they didn't care. Israel continuously has been ethnically cleansing Palestine, Gaza, the West Bank, violence, time after time, the policy of mowing the lawn. They said, look, we'll just do a bit of violence now, kill a few hundred people, a few thousand people. And now, acceleration of that type of genocide in the last 3 years, what we've seen is unbelievable. It's unheard of.